So I wrote this while we were driving on the highway tonight, and it's an experiment in glory, thinking some thoughts about glory and what I think about it. Forget these temporary pleasures. Forget the lover's kiss and the gentle pressure of her hand on my arm. Forget the parties, the clothes, and the electrical circuiting in the palms of our hands keeping us alive. Forget the blanket we lie on in the field that cloudy midnight. Culver was electric. Take me back there and I would spend endless days dwelling in that feeling, that emotion, the free fall where your organs elevate within your ribcage, erasing all other places on earth and all the time in history, presenting us with only the very raw here and now. I would trade it all for a taste of glory, for something more intense than a free fall and more intimate than a simple touch. After all, how much nearer can someone draw to another than to reach out and touch them? The tragedy of fallen flesh is that all touches end. Each one exists a fleeting matter of moments before the sun comes up, the lights come on, and the magic escapes. I think every close call I've ever had with glory ended before it could climax. The curtain falls and the actors retreat to the green room to rub the stage makeup from their faces. I touched you in Chicago. I kissed you on the mouth. I pushed the hair from your neck and held you in the dark. But like each close encounter with the infinite, you grew tired and drifted away from me. Your body was in my arms, but you were not. The mystics in their quiet rooms speak of a glory that visits them in their shiny silence. Sometimes I feel it in the rain. Foreign monks build temples out of blood money, then reach for glory in the emptying of their minds. Sometimes I've touched it on the road, those silent drives through the darkness, as the white stripes slip rhythmically beneath the car. I've never been able to wrap my mind around a God big enough to make all this, so I make idols of small women instead. At least I can wrap my arms around them. At least I can hold them. And I wish it was a little while longer. All my life I've been looking for glory. I've been hunting it, really. I remember that rainy day on Cape Cod when I faced you in the forest. We were dressed like Adam and splashing through the mud. The glory was so near, I thought the next raindrop would slap my skin and finally burst the bubble once and for all. And there was that time in Chicago, my boys and I ran to Lake Michigan because it was warm and pouring rain. We dove in and listened to the world, silent save the impact of the drops on the water. Gentle waves lapped at our chests in the windless afternoon. I was convinced the glory was waiting for us in the mist, a little further out on the water. But once again the clouds departed and the rain stopped. The puddles evaporated and we toweled off. We had been so close. So I didn't see glory when I sat on the bare back of an elephant while we paraded through a Thailand jungle. And I missed it again when I played soccer with the African kids. But I was close, the way you can taste a meal your mother is making, simply by inhaling the scent. I think that's all this world is. It's close. I think we can only catch a hint of its flavor. Glory eludes us like that phantom in the attic, always calling out our name, then vanishing when we get too close. The house lights come on, the actors bow, then they retreat to the green room to hang their costumes on the rack. All this tells me is that glory is somewhere, but it's always somewhere else. Somewhere we can't touch in this life, but we can sniff it out. It tells me we were made for somewhere else, and this world is not all there is. It tells me I have a home I haven't seen yet, but my name is written on the door of my room. I've come close to glory, but have yet to hold it without it wriggling from my fingers. I've come close, and I'll arrive there soon. The Lord is glorious, and I draw near to Him. I've chased Him through the trees and sat with Him in silence. I'm longing for glory, so I'm binding myself to Him, because He's the best chance I've got. So that's what I think. A little poetic expression of experiments with glory.